Welcome and good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Board of Directors installation ceremonies for the Greater Los Angeles African American Chamber of Commerce, better known as GLAAACC, and also ceremonies for the Glac Education Fund and Foundation, better known as Glac Ed Fund. That's right, we've got two boards that we're installing for you today, GLAC the Chamber and GLAC the Ed Fund, our scholarship program. My name is Angela Gibson Shaw, and I serve as the president. And you'll hear later more about both of the boards today and meet the board members. But I just wanted to take a minute, and as we celebrate Black History Month, I thought it was important that we take a minute and reflect on the impact of African Americans serving on board of directors. One of the goals of the African American community, of course, is generational wealth so that we can address such issues of health, education, home ownership, employment, and entrepreneurship. Nonprofit organizations are critical drivers to secure those resources and programs to meet those goals, and they need strong board members, and GLAC is no different. And GLAC has some amazing African American small business and corporate leaders that serve on its boards. Our board members are tasked with overseeing the organizational activities. They provide advice and counsel on our programs and budgets, and they govern with a sense of fairness, and they're dedicated and committed. But they also have a special lens that they bring to the table. As African Americans, they clearly understand the diverse challenges that our small Black businesses and Black students experience. And America needs certainly more Black board members. Marvin Ellison, who is the CEO of Lowe's, and also African American states, that it's encouraging to see someone who looks like you being successful, and it creates a rising tide. It gives you confidence that you can get there too. And that's another one of the roles of our board of directors, confidence builders. I can't wait for you to meet this awesome board of directors and these dedicated leaders in our community. However, at this time, it's my pleasure to introduce Gene Hale, president of GNC Corporation. He's much sought after as an expert on the economic development of diverse communities and businesses. And he's also the co-founder of GLAC and the founder of Glac Ed Fund. Gene?
Good afternoon, everyone. Angela, thanks for that great introduction. First of all, let me just say thanks to the great team that makes all this stuff possible. Angela, Chanel, Naomi, so you guys do a great job. But I'm just pleased to be here today to welcome all of you to talk about some of the things and listen to some of the things that have made GLAC what it is today. When I think about it, many, many years ago, when I called about 7 people to my office over 25 years ago to talk about establishing an economic driver in the community for Blacks. We just didn't have what it takes to take advantage of some of the procurement opportunities. It didn't have a voice on public policy or any of those things. So I think that if you look at where we started from and where we are today, we're in great shape. We're one of the most recognizable African American chambers in the country, and people gravitate to us to get information, major corporations, government agencies, and so forth. But just imagine if we did not have GLAC, there would be a tremendous void in this community. And people often say that to us, and I really appreciate that because we feel the vacuum that no one had the fortitude to step up and do. And so we've grown this organization to a point where we're able to mentor small businesses. We're able to have a voice on public policy. We're able to basically take young kids and get them sent off to college where they can further their endeavors to be successful in life. It's those kinds of things that I think really make us proud and the community proud of what we do. And we also have this large scholarship program. And I think Kim can talk about that a little bit in a moment. But overall, it's just a great organization. We are, I would think that we are one of the most successful organizations in the United States from a small business African American chamber point of view. When I sit on a lot of different boards from major corporations on down, And these nonprofits that I indulge with, I have an opportunity to look at their financial statements. And I can tell you, 99% of the time, with Greater LA African American, or GLAC, I'll just say GLAC, balance sheet is just really fantastic compared to the others. We are well funded. We have a great team to manage the funds. So it's just a great feeling to know that we have built something that is not on the verge of collapse, like some organizations do. So it's a well-heeled organization. It's been managed correctly. And so I'm just thankful that we've had great teams in the past to help us get to where we're going. So at this moment, I would like to welcome another person that has been with GLAC for many years now. And that's my friend, Kim Carter. Kim is a lawyer by trade, and she's the managing partner of a law firm, which is fantastic. You know, I think that this is wonderful, Kim. So, you know, if I ever need some representation, I'll just come on over, right? But Kim is just a very well rounded person. She cares for the kids. She cares about what she does. And so she's been in this organization for a long time. So Kim, why don't you talk to them about yourself?
Again, as Jean mentioned, I've been a longtime board member, first on the chamber and then both, and then primarily for the Ed Fund for the last several years. It really is my heart and joy, and I absolutely love working with the kids and helping support the next generation. As Jean mentioned, I'm an attorney, but we have all sorts of representation on our board, and it really is an opportunity for our board members, not just to help with sponsorship dollars, but to help with their time, to also model for the next generation what is possible. And so now I just wanted to give you a little bit of a breakdown of what the Ed Fund is. So for those of you who will be on the Ed Fund, have a little bit of background, but also for the chamber to the extent that you are interested in any of the sponsorship opportunities that we have available. So just a bit of background, the GLAAACC Ed Fund, Education Fund and Foundation, Ed Fund for short, was established in 1999, and with the main principal goal to provide financial support for educational programs, primarily for college, right? We give money to students, right, high school seniors who are attending four-year universities. We have had great success in doing that. Our primary focus is the underserved communities in the GLAACC's target geographic region, which is primarily Los Angeles, with a particular emphasis on those students pursuing a business-oriented curriculum, which makes sense given the chamber's relationship. However, we have supported kids with a whole variety of disciplines. As GLAAACC Ed Fund board members, our main mission, now I'd say our privilege and our responsibility, is to provide financial support for the educational programs that our students endeavor on, that we really do want to put an emphasis on them achieving and graduating from colleges. And so this is a real big focus for our board. And I hope that my fellow board members will continue in this effort to make sure that we support these kids so they actually complete school. Our activities are closely aligned with the Ed Fund's mission and the mission of GLAAACC Chamber, which is to help support the next generation of professional, civic, and community leaders. Our scholarships are unique in that they are granted to minority students who have entrepreneurial aspirations. In addition to having high academic achievements and significant community service contributions, we expect the best from our students, and they really are impressive and continue to be as they throughout their college endeavor. Many have overcome incredible odds. I think many of our longtime board members, every year we are simply in awe of the real fortitude and commitment that these students have to finishing their education, some being the very first in their family to attend college. The Ed Fund also seeks to enhance students' individual and social successes by providing students with supplemental educational programming and business networking opportunities, not just with the Ed Fund, but also networking with the chamber. The foundation also seeks to develop the next generation of business leaders by providing them with opportunities to model positive corporate citizenship through interaction with the board members, our Ed Fund board members, as I mentioned, but also chamber board members, our donors, the sponsors, and the chamber's membership, as well as scholarship recipients from years past who are off and doing amazing things. Since 1999, we have given away over 147 scholarship recipients. We have had 147 scholarship recipients attending colleges and universities in California and throughout the country. Our out-of-state enrollment, really it goes from coast to coast to some of the top universities and colleges in the country, with majors such as business administration and management, as you might expect, accounting, mathematics, communication, journalism, education, engineering, sports management, pre-med, just to name a few. Today, we have raised more than $700,000 in tuition scholarships, and we have only great things and more money to give out in the future with your support. So we have several ways for you and your organization to support the Ed Fund in addition to your invaluable service to our board. There's the annual scholarship event, which we have every June, during which we honor our newest scholarship recipients. Although the past years, couple of years through the pandemic, we've had to do this event virtually. We hope to have it in person soon, if not this year, then next year. This is a great opportunity for you or your organization to sponsor a scholarship named after your company and present it to the Education Fund scholarship recipient. Many of our board members do that with the support of their organizations. This is really a direct way to help an inner city youth really reach and achieve academic success. Another opportunity is a financial literacy program that we usually host around the time of the scholarship event, and it's a prerequisite to receiving scholarship funds. So the Ed Fund hosts this annual financial literacy program, often in conjunction with our corporate partners. The main point is to get the fundamental aspects of having a savings account, managing a budget, networking in the business world. And certainly this is true for our scholars, that they're going to need this as they embark on the next chapter of their academic path. And we encourage our board members to not only support with their dollars, but with their time, speaking to the youth. We do dabble mostly on financial literacy, but there's opportunities for you to present on social media, invaluable internships and the like. So plenty of ways for you to plug in. And finally, we also have the annual Scholars Holiday Reunion, in which we celebrate the holiday season with past and present scholars, uniting them with the Education Fund board members, and they learn about upcoming summer internships and meet local business and community leaders. And it's a fun and casual event, and yet another way for our corporate and community partners to plug in and connect with our scholars with their time and sponsorship dollars. So that basically covers the Ed Fund's activity in short, and I'm very excited to be working with you as fellow board members, and really I appreciate you agreeing to roll up your sleeves and help support the next generation of excellence. Thank you.
Yeah, before you go, Kim, I was remiss in announcing that you incoming chair, and we certainly applaud that. And there will be an installation pretty soon with Karen. But also, let me thank the sponsors here: Amazon, T-Mobile, Wells Fargo, AT&T, B of A, Chase, Union Bank, CIT, Honda, SoCal Gas, Cedars-Sinai, SoCal Edison, Lynx, the Hale Foundation, George Lombard Boyd Foundation. And so it's just a sampling of some of the companies that support all the things that we do. And they pay a lot of attention to the Ed Fund, which is what we want, because when we formed the chamber many years ago, I said, look, we can talk about the economic side, but we need to set up something to help our kids, especially inner city kids, to get to college. And that's when we started the Ed Fund. But since that time, it has grown tremendously. And I just know with Kim running the ship over there, it's going to grow exponentially. And Kim, we look for great things from you. So thank you.
Thanks, Jean.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Chanel Sampson. I am the Director of Programs, and I am so excited to introduce the 2022 Glac Ed Fund Board of Directors. Kimberly Carter, Chairman, Managing Partner at Kelly Dry and Warren. Joe Chow, Vice Chairman, Supply Chain Strategy and Planning Manager at Southern California Gas Company. Angela Gibson Shaw, President of AG and Associates. Winifred Yancey, Secretary, Director of Power, New Business, and Electrification, Los Angeles Department of Water and Power. Christine Keith, Treasurer, President, Elite Auto Network. Eric Boyd, Scholarship Chair, Retired Executive from YMCA. Dave Ford, Government Relations Manager, Southern California Edison. Jean Hale, President, GNC Equipment Corporation. Vicki Harper Hall, SEC Manager, Socioeconomic Business Programs and Government Relations, Northrop Grumman Corporation. McKinley Tennyson, Vice President, Union Bank. Demetra Thornton, Architect Principal at Gensler. Let's give them a round of applause, and back to you, Jean.
Well, thank you. That was very well done. Those pictures, I mean, someone touched me up real nice there, you know? I have to be thankful for that. Next, I would like to introduce the Vice Chair of GLAAACC, Jamara. So Jamara, as we all know from recent readings, that she's out there running campaigns, doing her thing, and just making a contribution to the community. So Jamara, you want to jump in here and say a few words?
Absolutely. Jean, thank you so much. And thank you everyone for being here. Council member, good to see you. You know, I never thought of myself as becoming a business person. That's not what my family was about. It was literally never anything I planned. I'd just been in public service. But over the years, people like Jean and like Angela and like the council member in his former life, I started to look up to people that look like me, that were doing it out there in business. And I said, that's amazing. That's never something that I would even think to do. And then when I got that opportunity to start my own business, which is crazy, and it's been almost 6 years, at no point ever have I wondered if I could do it. I wondered if I was crazy and why I was doing it. But I never wondered if I could, because of literally so many of you here on this call and hear about GLAAACC. So for anyone who doesn't know, I want to tell you a little bit about what we do. GLAAACC is by far, love all of our other sister organizations, but really their premier African-American business organization here in LA County. People join and businesses join a chamber of commerce and join several to increase their visibility and get new clients, but also to understand sort of how they can grow both as people, as business owners, lean on each other during the pandemic. GLAAACC has kept a lot of us sane and stable. So that's been wonderful. As you heard, we created our Ed Fund a number of years ago, which is Kim has just been a phenomenal ambassador for, and congratulations, Kim. And it is just wonderful to be able to see that pipeline all the way through, right? The scholarships that Kim and others are giving and Dave have done over the years, and that Michelle and others leave an amazing legacy behind on, are the same business owners that get to join GLAAACC 10 years from now, or get to be up there running things, or get to be on the board. So I'm just so excited. We have a bunch of fun stuff that we do. We have our holiday mixer and toy fundraiser drive. So thank you to everyone who's helped those families who really need it during that time, whether it's toys or turkeys. We also get to always have a seat at the table on policy making. If as a business owner, you want to have a conversation about why I'm having to go through this hoop, or can someone help me out here, or where do I even start for access to capital? GLAAACC is a really, really great place to do that. Not just in information and resources and referrals, but actually building individual connections. I have my bankers through GLAAACC. I have a number of friends through GLAAACC. I've been business partners. I've gotten the opportunity to bring people onto jobs. So it's been really, really wonderful. Our mission is to advocate and promote the economic growth and development of the African-American business community, which is now more important than ever. We know that we were extremely hard hit by the pandemic, but that at least some of us, and certainly those of us involved with GLAAACC, are weathering that storm stronger than ever, which is great. So I'm going to tell you a couple things that I personally love about GLAAACC for anyone who is considering stepping up in leadership or just joining for yet another year. And I just could not be more proud. getting to watch people like Anthony Holland succeed. Anthony, if you don't know Anthony, he is one of our brightest young business leaders in Los Angeles. And I got to see him from the outside and then getting to work with him here on the inside within Glac and just watch him grow. And now he's a principal at a firm. Like that is what you get to see here through Glac, which is wonderful. You get to see people like Jamila VC, who's amazing. But also we know that we get her, but we also get colleagues like Yesenia is here today standing beside her because the whole company understands how critical she is to their business and how critical she can be on behalf of an organization like Kaiser to the community. So you both get the amazing people, but you get the amazing folks behind them as well. I get to work with people like Marlene Bonner. Hey, Marlene, who when I got a ridiculously big job, which is running inclusivity for the people mover at LAX, the literally first thing I did was go to a Glac mixer and say, who wants to work on this project? And Marlene raised her hand. So that was the first invoice I got to approve. If anyone needs a marketing person, Marlene's really, really good. And that feels absolutely amazing. We get to work with people like Rodrigo, I'm going to go ahead and say, I think that you're probably the only you and Shikari, the only Black-led polling firm in California. And we could not be more proud of you. And especially now when we're tackling homelessness and so many other things, I'm really glad that our voice is at the public policy table. So you have amazing partnerships, not just within us, but you also got partnerships with the LA Chamber, with NABO, because I am Black and a woman and part of LA's business community. And those are real, right? That's not just let's come together for a mixture, that's real. The event we had last week with the LA Chamber was one of the more moving events. And we created a space where we're not just talking about business, we're talking about, tell me how your grandparents led you to be a business owner today. Like, how did your people get you here? And that level of depth is something that we bring here. So I will close with this. So I stop rambling at y'all. Every once in a while, someone for some reason will ask me, what does it feel like to be a woman of color in business or in whatever, or just a person of color, anything? And my answer uniformly is congratulations. Congratulations. You get to be a Black, brown, or API or anything person in whatever field you're in. Congratulations, because of the allies that you are about to have and already have. Like literally everyone is lifting you up. So Glac is central to that here in Los Angeles. We can do well as business owners, but we can also do extremely well as people. It can be tough out there, and having a place like Glac to be your home as a business owner, Glac is my home. And I'm just tremendously blessed to be able to have that. So thank you all for your new service, continued service, and congratulations.
Thank you very much for that. Let me mention also one of our sponsors, and to let you know, I would never, ever intentionally omit your name. But let's talk about Microsoft. Microsoft has been with us from day one, supporting this organization. And so I believe that by Microsoft joining so early on, it created an atmosphere of other big corporations wanting to be part of Glac. So I want to thank you for that. Also, I just have one other thing here to talk about for a moment, which is my good friend, Karen Price. Mr. Price, how are you, sir? You on mute or what?
I'm not mute anymore. Good to hear you and good to see you, Gene.
All right, yeah. So I'm going to leave it some talk from Angela a little bit later to talk about the gala. And so you can jump in, Angela, later on and talk about the gala and enlighten people a little bit about that. But anyway, let me introduce a good friend of mine.
Okay, Gene, before you do that, why don't we have Naomi show photos of the Glac board?
All right, Naomi, you're up.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Naomi Scott, and I'm the Director of Operations here at Glac, and it's a pleasure to introduce the Glac Board of Directors. Jean Hale, Chairman, President, GNC Equipment Corporation. Jamara Hayner, Vice Chairman, President, JKH Consulting Services. Angela Gibson Shaw, President of AG and Associates. Anthony Holland, Vice President, Principal, Ridgely Advisors Limited. Lily Otinho, Treasurer, Director, Supply Chain and DBE, Southern California Gas Company. Ronald Lowe, Secretary, Managing Consultant, of Marble Low and Associates. Abdi Ahmed, President and Chief Technology Officer, NetServe Systems, Inc. Felicity Lean, Director, Executive Engagements and External Talent at Microsoft Corporation. Tanae Bonds, Refinery Controller at Valero. Duvon Davis, Senior Vice President and Senior Relationship Manager, Wells Fargo Company. Clifton Johnson, Principal, Visionary Strategist. Cameron Onuma, Head of Southern California Policy at Amazon. Lisa Stevens, Vice President and Senior Business Consultant, JP Morgan Chase. Jamila Veasley, Director, Public Affairs and Brand Communication at Kaiser Permanente. Please meet our 2022 GLAAACC Board of Directors.
All right. Okay, Jean, there you go.
All right, Karen. Again, man, how you been?
And well, man, just trying to, keep the balls rolling
You're looking good, man.
here in the new
You're
night.
looking good. You're looking good. All right. So I'm sure most of you know Karen, and he's been around for a while. In politics in Inglewood, Civ, LA, even went to Sacramento for some crazy reason, but here he is. But Karen, he's on the Los Angeles City Council. He chairs the Economic Development and Jobs Committee, which is a very important position. He's also vice chair of the Immigrant Affairs, Civil Rights and Equity Committee, and is a member of the Budget and Finance Committee, Information, Technology and General Services Committee, Ad Hoc Committee on the 2028 Olympics, and hey, you're a good guy to know, and as well as the Ad Hoc Committee on COVID-19 Recovery and Neighborhood Investment. He sits on the Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum Commission. Let me introduce Mr. Price. For those of you who do not know, Karen, take it away.
Thank you, Gene. It's really an honor for me to join with you and Angela and other officers, members, and friends of GLAAACC. This is really a real honor for me. I have just admired this organization from its inception and have been proud to be a part of it, although sometimes from afar. Always feeling myself to be a part and to be connected with you in all the good things that this organization does. Really was pleased to hear our speakers. Tomorrow's always a pleasure, and we're so proud of her. Good to meet you also, Naomi and Kimberly and Chanel. Just keep up the good work. It's not easy, but if it were easy, you all would not be here. Jean and Jamara and Angela certainly knew me before my political days. I've got some roots in the business community, and I've never forgotten those roots. When I graduated from law school, I worked for a trading company for a couple of years. Moved to Washington, D.C. and worked in the telecommunications field. When I came back home to Inglewood, I, amongst other things, started a business, PDQ Printers. Some of you may recall that. It was a quick print shop at the time. We were going to take out Kinko's back in the day. Being in business with no planning or not adequate planning and certainly not adequate financing, I did what most businesses do. I went out of business, but that also was a very important lesson for me. I had an opportunity to work with the federal government, the SBDC program for several years, and had a chance to work with a number of entrepreneurs, startup businesses, trying to encourage them and try to inspire them, try to advise them to, don't make the mistakes I made and others made. And that's the unique role that GLAAACC plays and has played. And it's just so important that we continue to not just help, but to pass on and to help lift up. And so that's what I'm so proud of GLAAACC. Jean mentioned I'm chair of economic development and jobs. I take that very, very seriously, especially in our community, And certainly, I've got a purview over, large developments and the hotels, et cetera, developments. But I'm always focused on small minority businesses, medium-sized businesses, what we can, and even micro businesses, how we can help lift those boats. And so, we've been able to allocate almost $100 million in grants, not loans, but grants during this pandemic to our minority businesses, small businesses. I hope you're taking advantage of them. There's going to be another round coming up, and we want to make sure that you take advantage of that. I'm going to be proposing some legislation called a legacy, recognizing legacy businesses in our community. While it's certainly important that we support startups, and those that have been around, 5 or 10 years, we can't forget those that have been around for 20 years, 25 years, 30 years. And there are examples that we have all over our city and right here in the Black community. And so my proposal is going to be to acknowledge and recognize these businesses. They will be identified, selected, eligible for grants, not just for the business, but for the property owner, where that property has been for 20 years or 30 years, as well as with some other technical assistance. So I just invite you to keep your ears up. We'll get some information to you as this legislation moves forward. I'd be honored to have your testimony before the committee with your support or concerns, and so that we can really try to, as I said, keep this ball moving forward. So, committed am I to small businesses that I opened up a business resource center in my district office on Central Avenue. I think I'm probably the only council office that has a business resource center. Again, our focus is trying to make sure the resources are available at the neighborhood level. You don't have to trace downtown to find out about a loan or a grant or a program. We will be resuming programs in our community center, and GLAC and other organizations are always welcome to use our facility as a source of outreach and contact. And so we're, as I said, we're very, very serious about that. Mike Castillo runs our business development office, and please feel free to contact the office 323-846-2651. Any information that we can provide for assistance, we are able and willing, and we want to do that. But as our business community continues to slowly recover from this pandemic, it's been even more difficult and more of a real challenge for our Black and brown sisters. We know that. This pandemic brought front and center a multitude of inequities ranging from healthcare, education, and that old perennial problem, access to capital. Some things never change. While many of us have weathered these times relatively unscathed, many more are facing difficult decisions that altered our business plans, sometimes put us out of business, made us reconfigure our processes or think hard about what our next steps might be. The last 2 years have taught us much about the resilience and the influence and the courage that flows through African-American culture. And that's worth celebrating every single day. We always highlight February, but we've got some heroes, some pioneers, some folks that are trudging through every single day against all odds, and are a real inspiration and a guide for us all. GLAC stands out. GLAC and the Ed Fund are even more important today than before. Simple as that, even more important today. GLAC certainly has had a unique role, an influential role, keeping us connected, informed, and prepared. And I can say in the morning, because we've got programs in the morning, in the afternoon, you do that, and at night. And so you don't let anything stop you. And that's just a testament to not only the officers and directors, but to the members as well. It's important that we know that we have to rely on each other. And today is no different. but we have to go forward with confidence. And that's a real challenge, and it's an opportunity, especially as we receive new leadership. And so, while we certainly thank those who have served, I'm equally excited about those that are going to be serving for the first time or in a different role. Behind every great organization, there's great leadership. And that is really why we are here today. To the outgoing officers, again, I want to thank you for guiding us through a tumultuous time, and ask that you reach out to our incoming officers for guidance, mentorship, and friendship. This is how we will continue to move our people forward, by reaching back and pulling up. So again, I just wanted to remind GLAAACC that I'm here to support your efforts and endeavors. Please count on me as a friend. As I said, my door is always open. As Chair of Economic and Development and Jobs, you got some juice, so use me up. And don't hesitate. Don't hesitate to let me know what I'm doing right and what I'm doing wrong, and what I should be doing and what we can do together. Again, Black leadership in LA is made stronger with all of you here today. I look forward to what GLAAACC has done in the past, appreciate what GLAAACC has done in the past, and look forward to what we will achieve together. So thank you.
Thank you.
Great,
Aaron.
thank you, Councilman. And we're gonna take a moment and now invite our board members to come on live and be seated so that you can administer the oath of office to both the GLAAACC Chamber and the GLAAAC Ed Fund Board. And so I think we'll just need a moment of transition.
All right.
And so we should have someone that's transitioning us very, very soon. There, all your shiny. There we go. All right.
Looking good. Looking
Look
good.
at that. Look at that.
I see old friends and new friends.
Looking good.
Friends all here.
Yes.
Pretty
All right.
cool.
Are we all here? I see Vicky. There's Dave. Hey, Dave. Vicky Harper Hall. Does she accept this panelist to join us up here on our board of directors?
Where's Lily?
Yep, we're looking for all our
Oh,
board.
there
There's
she is.
Lily. She's waving. Yeah, who am I looking for? Vicky.
Mhm.
Renee as well.
Where did Vicky go?
Eric is on, Eric Boyd is on, he just can't be seen, but he can hear.
Hi, Eric. Hi, Cliff. Okay, everybody's here that was able to attend. I need Vicky. I see. Oh, Vicky, there should be an invitation extended to you to join us as a panelist. You see that? Okay, or maybe you're just on the phone. All righty. I think we're all here. And so, Councilman, I believe that you have the oath of office that we're to
I do,
repeat
and it's
you?
my
Okay.
honor.
One moment. Sorry, they're
oh.
coming in.
Oh,
The
we're
last
not ready.
few.
We'll
I'm
wait,
sorry.
we'll wait.
Okay, let us know when then. This
Okay,
is a great group of
okay, here they come.
African-American leaders ready to take on and guide our students and our small businesses into the new normal. And we look forward to a new normal
Yes, we
post-COVID.
all do.
Yes. We don't pivot, we move forward. Let us know, Naomi.
Angela, give us one moment, so we need to switch out.
Okay, I see some more folks. Tanae, Anthony, Vicky. Okay.
I get one of those big screens, Andrew.
Yeah, I know,
Wide
right? Okay. There he is. Anthony got seated. Joe Chow.
What up, Anthony?
This is what a cool, what a great look. We're in the gallery, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I like the way you guys changed my chair. I like the gray. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, Angela, can you change my chair to like all the rest of them? It's already just fine.
Oh, yeah, I see that. Some of them are different.
Yeah, that'd be good. But it's fine. the way
We
it is.
want to be in the same room.
That's all right. It's good as it is. I'm good.
One more person and then we can go forward.
Okay, it's our technology. We're doing cutting edge stuff here.
Right.
Yeah, it is. Really cool.
And we're so glad for the people that have joined in to witness this. Thank you so much for your continued support. And we do this for you. And so these folks are going to be working hard for you as board members to the GLAC and Ed Fund. I see McKinley up there. Hey, McKinley. McKinley's joining us. Oh, you know it's a special day. Let us know, Naomi, when we're ready.
Hello, hello.
Oh, there he is. He's in there too.
Popped in his seat right quick.
Uh-huh.
We are ready.
Excellent. Okay, Councilman.
All right. Are you prepared to take the office of oath of, as directors and as officers of GLAC? Please raise your right hand, unmute yourself, and repeat after me. I, say your name,
Johnson.
do solemnly affirm
Do solemnly
solemnly affirm
that I will faithfully execute
I will faithfully execute
the office of GLAC and the Ed Fund mission
the office of GLAC and the Ed Fund mission.
and will, to the best of my ability,
and
Will to the best of my ability
educate,
educate,
empower,
empower,
and engage the Black community.
engage the Black community.
Ladies and gentlemen, I congratulate you on your election and I wish you nothing but success. Congratulations.
Thank you, Councilman.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much,
You know,
Councilman.
Thank you so much. This is really wonderful. So I look forward to working with all of you. You know, I work across both boards, but more important, I think what we should do, start planning for a planning retreat, hopefully in person someplace, at a nice hotel, if all of you feel that way. And so we can lay out an agenda, a strategy for the upcoming next 2 years, okay? So if you think that's a great idea, I think that's what we ought to do. And we've had those before, many years ago, and that's where we lay out the strategic plan for the organization. And that's what we need to do. And that's what we will do, I'm sure. So again, I just want to welcome all of you. And we look forward to doing some great things. And you can be part of that, helping the community grow, helping kids get through college. You can do a whole bunch of stuff. This is what we do, right? This is why we do these things. So congratulations. I also want to thank Dave, changing your name to David, right? Thank Dave for his past leadership of the Ed Fund board. He's been around a long time. Dave, you're a great man, and I'm glad to see that you're healthy. And we look forward to having a great year working with you as well. So hang in there, man. We got you. So
Great. Thank you again. Yeah.
Thank you again.
Thank you again, Councilman, for administering the oath to this fabulous board of directors for GLAC and GLAC Ed Fund. For those that want to stay in touch, I believe we've got one last slide here for you. And again, we invite you to engage so that we can empower, so that we can move ahead with all of the work that we've got to do for our communities, our babies, our businesses. Thank you so much, and you guys have a fabulous, fabulous evening. Oh, give you a little time back too.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congrats.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye, Jean.
Hi.
Hi, Christine.
I like that. That was pretty cool.
Bye.
That was pretty cool with those chairs, you know?
I know, right?
That was.
That's the GLAC staff. Hard at work. Thanks, Chanel and Naomi.
Oh, yeah.
Glad
Oh, we got the
can.
right team. Got the right team.
Yep.
So, yeah. All right.
All
Everybody
right.
have a good day.
Thank you,
All
you
right,
too.
let's start working on a plan for that retreat for the both boards. I'm sure Kim, she likes that as well, so you can coordinate with her.
Yes.
They can have a
Sure.
separate one if they want. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Somewhere down in the marina, right? I know that's what you like.
Thanks,
They have good
Andrew.
drinks down
Thank
there.
you.
Right, Chanel and Naomi, they have good drinks down there, right?
Terra
You
Nera.
do know.
Thank
Terra Nera
you.
Resort.
Take care.
Thanks,
All right.
Andrew.
You're welcome. My pleasure.
All right,
Y'all later.
bye.
Bye-bye. I'll clean this up, Naomi. Send it over
Thank you.
Probably tomorrow.